If you're building your Vietnam travel itinerary, I'm really glad you found this video. We just arrived in southern Vietnam, flying from Seattle to Saigon on Singapore Airlines, and we're documenting every part of our trip visiting Vietnam for the first time as American travelers. If you're also planning to travel to Vietnam soon, we hope this helps you plan your own adventure. After landing in Saigon, we took a grab car, Southeast Asia's version of Uber, straight to the Vinpearl Landmark 81 hotel. After a 17-hour flight and a layover at Changi, we napped so hard on the bed. This is a Marriott property located inside the tallest building in Vietnam. The views from our room were unreal, with floor-to-ceiling windows looking over the Saigon River and skyline. The lobby was cool, the staff were genuinely kind, and there's an infinity pool and spa on the 47th floor. There's also a Circle K convenience store a few blocks over. We didn't have any Vietnamese dongs. We needed cash and read on Reddit that jewelry shops offer great exchange rates. So we made our way to Ha Tam Jewelry by Ben Thanh Market. Aside from exiting the airport, this was our first real experience with the chaos that is the streets of Vietnam. However, we quickly adjusted and it wasn't too scary crossing the streets. That evening, we jumped on an open-top night bus tour through the heart of Saigon. It was a really good way to get your bearings. It's crazy seeing the sea of motorbikes. The cool night air, the Blade Runner-like skyline, and the energy of the city make it an unforgettable experience. Definitely recommend doing this at night. Real quick, if you're enjoying the video, please take a second to like it. I've been making videos for years, but I'm stuck at about 100 subscribers. So if you want to support and follow along, please subscribe and join me for the journey. The next morning, we went on a guided Mekong Delta tour, which we booked last minute on Klook. We met the group at the tour office and hopped into a van that's been converted with comfy leather seats. Our first stop was at a peaceful temple about an hour outside the city. From there, we headed into the Mekong. It feels like a completely different world from the big city. We visited a honey farm, cruised the canals in a small rowboat, and listened to traditional music while eating tropical fruit from the farm.
Everything come from the beach. Yeah. Like the nectar, they also yo. It's mean. You know they are big chefs in English.
One next, and this one, and this one last.
The moon guitar.
We watched coconut candy being made and even saw bottles of the infamous snake wine, which you can actually try. The tour was touristy, but we had a really good time and met a nice family visiting from the Philippines.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
I'm waiting here.
We had dinner at this whimsical restaurant called Man Moi, right next to the War Museum. It looked like it came straight out of a Studio Ghibli movie. They served traditional Vietnamese home-cooked meals, and there's even a full vegetarian section. We also made time to explore the iconic cafe apartment on Nguyen Hue Walking Street. It's an old residential building where each unit has been converted into a cafe, bookstore, or boutique. Every floor feels like a new vibe. We grabbed a Vietnamese iced coffee and explored the shops there. Instead of buying souvenirs for friends and family, mail them postcards from the historic post office. We caught the OA show at the Saigon Opera House. Imagine Cirque du Soleil, but with Vietnamese folklore, bamboo props, and traditional instruments. It's a story of southern Vietnam, from rural life to modern cities, told entirely through movement. It was an incredibly creative and powerful performance. This was only the first leg of our Vietnam adventure. In the next few videos, we'll take you through more of the best places to visit in Vietnam, or at least the ones we had time for. We're heading north to Da Nang, staying at Sun World on top of Ba Na Hills, exploring the lantern-lit streets of Hoi An, visiting the capital Hanoi, cruising on Ha Long Bay, and then ending our trip with a few days in Singapore. We hope you stay along for those videos. See you next time.